Alright, hey guys, this is Merbo's TCG back in the video, and with this video we'll be bringing a Spright deck profile. So this is for Master Duel, and as we can see, before they were even released, we got Spright Starter at 2, and Totally Awesome is already banned, which means that this deck is going to be weaker than when Spright came out, but it's still a really strong deck, and I'm going to show you guys why with this deck profile. So here, I'm just going to show you this deck is going to be running a lot of hand traps just because you're able to fill the deck with so many hand traps here. So I have 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Spout. These are kind of just standard ones that you can go into, but you can switch them out. You can see with the other ones that I have here. But here we have Spright Jet. This card is important because it's your way of searching out your spells and traps. Spright Red is going to be your monster negate. That's why we have two copies of it. Here we have 3 of Spright Blue, which is like the most iconic card in the deck, which for a reason it's able to actually search out your Spright monsters, and then Spright Carrot, which is your spell trap negate by attributing a level, rank, or link to monster. So it's pretty great. And then here we have Swap Frog with Ronin Totem. So these are going to be your ways of actually getting level 2 monsters out, because as long as you get level 2 monsters out, you're going to be able to summon these Spright monsters. Deep Sea Diva. So you can either opt for Deep Sea Diva or Nimble Beaver. The whole point is just to get a level 2 monster out here so that you can link and then rank into your Spright monsters here. Ronin Totem's the same thing. Swap Frog, you're just gonna be dipping it just so you can get renewal for level 2 monster, just consistently having it on the board. That's the importance of that card. DD Crow is a powerful hand trap, so I decided to run 3 copies of it. 3 Effect Veiler, so you can see a lot of hand traps here, and then the 3 Imperm here. A lot of negates. Your opponent's not gonna be able to do much, and the great thing is that you don't really need much to really get this deck going. As long as you draw like one of the Spright monsters, you're gonna be able to generate a lot of advantage. Obviously, like Spright Blue and Spright Jet are gonna give you a bit more, but yeah, 3 triple tactic talents, because if you happen to go second and your opponent tries to play there in your turn, you're gonna be able to do so much to punish them, either drawing 2 cards, take control of one of your opponent's monsters, or look at your opponent's hand and choose 1 card from it and shuffle it into the deck. Then this is the card that we got only 2 copies of instead of the 3, but it's still really strong, just having the 2 copies, is Spright Starter. So Spright Starter is great because you can just special summon a Spright monster from your deck, but lose life points equal to its original attack, and then you get locked into level 2 link to rank 2 monsters. The great thing about this is that it's going to be a 1 card combo that you can do using this card. Then 2 Called by the Graves, because you don't want to deal with hand traps, so just have that, just so you don't have to bother with that. Spright Smasher is nice because you're going to actually be able to do a non-target banish using this card. And then the 3 Emperors that we ended up speaking about. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Patreon description down below. And let's get started here with the extra deck. So this is going to be, you can see we have a lot of Xyz, and whenever we do, we have Zeus, because Zeus is just going to be a great way to just wipe the board. Downer Magician is going to be great because you can actually link in or rank up into it, and that just means you're going to be able to have more material for Sky Thunder so that you're actually able to use this effect multiple times. Sky Cavalry is going to be one of your go-tos if you're just trying to get into your Zeus, as you can just attack into it. And then here is going to be your temporary Onibimaru is going to be your way of like temporarily removing a monster you can't deal with. 2 Gigantic Spright. This card is great because it's just going to be able to generate more plays, and you can actually, after you summon Spright Elf, you can go into this. Legion Buster is going to be a monster negate. Cat Shark serves a similar role to Sky Cavalry Centura, just going to be mainly used to power up one of your rank 4 or lower monsters, or just attacking into a monster so that you can go into your Zeus. Then we have Crusadia Avermax, because this card is a beast. If you're able to get this out using the proper like method of IP Masquerena, this card is almost indestructible. It's very difficult for somebody to beat once it's out. But yeah, and then we have Axis Go Talker, just a great way to finish your opponent. And then here we have Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn with IP Masquerena is kind of standard, just during your opponent's turn being able to shuffle one of their cards away. 2 Spright Elf. This card's really good. It's going to be one of your main combo cards, as you're able to just get a level 2 monster out of your deck and just generate many plays using that. Then Salamangreat Almirage, because if you do happen to have a monster that you don't need on the board, it's a great way of removing them. And then that's pretty much it for the main deck and the extra deck, and these are the side deck cards that I considered but didn't end up running, and I'm going to tell you why. So it's here to Ghost Ogre. I don't think Destruction is going to be this that powerful in this format. You can opt to run it if you guys choose to do so, but decided not to. Cypher Gear Gamma, I think, is an interesting card to include here, and can actually lead to some pretty interesting plays if you opt to run it. But I decided I don't really need it, and it's not a strong enough hand trap to really work well with the rest of the deck. And then 3 Nimble Beaver, again, it's just a preference thing. If you want Nimble Beaver, Deep Sea Diva, it's up to you. Dupe Frog, decided not to run it just because, you know, we don't have Totally Awesome, so it's not really as good as it used to be here. Dark Ruler No More. I don't think the deck struggles with breaking boards enough where this is going to be necessary. Pot of Prosperity, just if you need to dig deeper into the deck, didn't really think I needed it. And then 3 Forbidden Droplet, again, another way to break boards, which I think is kind of unnecessary for this deck. But let me know what you guys think about this deck profile, and make sure to let me know if you want to see combos or anything with this deck. Just reminder, this is for Master Duel, but make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.